How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Tales from the Darkside. This is Season 4, Episode 13, and this one's entitled The Apprentice. It originally came out May 1st, 1988, and was directed by Eleanor Gaver. The episode stars Wayne Tippit, Haviland Morris, and Katherine Elizabeth Neuman. And this episode, sadly, is very cliche and predictable. If you guys know the tropes, old creepy people from the past and they don't understand our new ways. Several clones of Carrie's mother, several plagiarisms from The Crucible. It's the same story we've seen over and over again. I'll say right off the bat that out of all the horror subgenres, the Burn the Witch subgenre has got to be my least favorite because they're all absolutely the freaking same. And this episode of Darkside is no exception. There are a few points, like how there's a modern reenactment site that kind of links her to the past. That's kind of new, and because she is from the future in this one, there could have been fish out of water comedy, but it really doesn't play out into anything hilarious. There was potential to make something interesting and different here, but this is every single Burn the Witch, creepy old-timey person story ever, and yeah, it doesn't do anything new because none of these types of stories ever do anything new, and because it's 22 minutes of made-for-TV footage, it can't really even go too extreme. So yeah, can't recommend this one. This goes in the big pile of cliche Darkside stories, and I would even say towards the bottom of that pile because this in and of itself is a super repetitive subgenre and just something I've never enjoyed. But in order to analyze it further, let's dive in a little bit and talk about the plot. No major spoilers, and I won't ruin anything big, but what's the setup here? Basically, in this episode, you get a lady who's a history student. She needs a job, and she seems to find what she would think is the perfect one. A job at a historical reenactment site. And the guy says, okay, we'll hire you. We really do need somebody. Let's go get you changed into period-accurate clothing, make sure you take away all signs of the modern day, and then follow me down this creepy hallway, where of course she passes out and wakes up in the reenactment site. And oh boy, does the hallway sequence ruin any potential twist. I mean, you could have gotten a really good actor trying to play her role story, and other people taking their roles way too seriously. It could have been a twist that, oh, these aren't just strict reenactors, I'm actually in the past. But when you show me a freaking time tunnel, everybody knows what's going on, so forget having a surprise. Needless to say, we do get the fish out of water stuff. You could have done some funny jokes here or pushed it farther or something, but it's just a bunch of her going, why are you so uptight? Why don't you just do things the modern way? And totally not getting that she's in the past. There are a few kind of interesting moments where she goes, oh, you could just go to the store and buy your clothes, or she turns on her lighter to light a cigarette and they're like, whoa, fire out of nowhere. Hey, yeah, life in the past was tough, but no, we're not gonna elaborate on that. No point in having three-dimensional storytelling. And I think we all know the drill from here. The two guys in the story are going to be incredibly evil. They're your standard clones of Carrie's mom that are in way too many horror stories. And she's going to try to win the girl over to her modern ways, of course. And yeah, only having 22 minutes to do this, not really enough time for the proper character journey of leaving your family and way of life. But whatever, they're gonna do what we expect them to because this plot is very much on train tracks. It's your very standard idea of everyone in the past was just blanketedly evil, and I'm the first generation of good human to ever exist, right? And I hate to break it to whoever made this, but it's been about 40 years. There's a whole new generation that thinks they're the first generation of good humans to ever exist, and they all hate you now. But whatever, as I said before, this whole subgenre of horror is so incredibly predictable, and when we get into other predictable subgenres, at least we usually get a fun monster or something, and at least the story isn't usually exactly the same thing we've seen before. A time travel element and tying it to the historical recreation is a tiny little bit different, but yeah, not a fan of this one. Really didn't like it, but then again, bear in mind, I'm not a big fan of the Burn the Witch subgenre at large, again, because they're all the flippin' same. Whatever though. If you like those stories, you'll like this one, but not a recommendation from me. All that being said, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my Tales from the Darkside playlist. If you guys want to see me talk about the past episodes of this series, you should be able to find them there. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very soon. Playlist here. Have a good day now.